An intensive training conducted by 3 instructors from Guam provided much-needed survival skills and knowledge to more than 50 law enforcement officers and cadets in the Republic.
The training is really to bring our conservation officers up to standard. As you know, with the Protected Areas Network being in place and a lot of the states are now receiving funds, they're hiring officers, but these officers need to be able to have the proper training. Unfortunately, what we have is just a small, short period of time with the instructors from Guam who are here. So the training has to be very intense to include all of the elements of an effective enforcement or conservation law enforcement program.
Although the training was aimed at enhancing the skills of over a dozen new conservation law enforcement officers, cadets from the 20th Law Enforcement Academy, consisting of police officers, immigration officers, and others, were also included as a way to instill teamwork between the various agencies. All participants went through intensive classroom-based training as well as practical exercises that included pepper spray, vessel boarding, and use of batons in officer safety.
As you know, in Palau, only the national officers are authorized to carry firearms. So for conservation officers who are doing the job of law enforcement, they have to be able to be out there in the field with the proper training and skills to protect themselves, because they may come across scenarios where people may be hostile or scenarios that may require them to protect themselves for their safety. So the trainings that we bring is really designed to help them understand that they need to be as safe as possible to come home to their families. At the same time, equip them with the less lethal equipments, training and skills in less lethal equipment such as the batons, pepper sprays, because they are not authorized to carry firearms.
The instructors, including organizers, concluded that all participants have successfully absorbed the information and skills taught throughout the week-long training program.
I just want to say that it's been a very intensive training, but there's been a lot of support that we've gotten from our state governors as well as our local partners, the Ministry of Natural Resources, Environment and Tourism, as well as the Alliance of Palau Conservation Officers that's sanctioning this training, the Micronesia Conservation Trust, and the Pacific Islands and Managed and Protected Areas community that support all of this training across the region.
The program was sponsored by the Alliance of Palau Conservation Officers, or APCO, with support from various local, regional, and international agencies and entities. APCO thanks the government of Guam and Guam Community College for their partnership and for contribution of officers for the training. The program is also conducted regionally, particularly for members of the Micronesian Challenge, such as the FSM, Marshall Islands, and CNMI. Relinda Jonathan, OTV News.